Hi, I'm Don Mecoy. I'm a business news reporter with the Oklahoman, and I'm joined here today by Bob Rader, the czar of the stock ticker. We're going to talk a little bit about money, and we thought here at the beginning of 2009 would be a good time to do that. Welcome, Bob, by the way.
Well, thank you, Don, and Happy New Year to you.
Thanks. I'm probably like a lot of Oklahomans. I've sort of made a resolution that I'm going to try and build some wealth this year, and this is a tough time to do that, so we thought we'd have you in and talk a little bit about that, because I know you have some ideas on that area. So what should we be doing to try and build some wealth in 2009?
Okay, thank you for the question. Actually, take a step back for a second. We had some employees that had actually that they felt like they would need to increase their income. So they'd come to me and said, hey, what should we do? Shall we get a second job, have a garage sale, liquidate assets? I said, well, wait a minute. Why don't we do this a different way? Why don't we go see where you're spending your money? And so we came up with some ideas, and I said, well, where do you get your coffee in the morning? Well, so many of them go to a high-dollar restaurant in the morning to get an expensive cup of coffee. I said, what would happen if a couple times a week that you bring a cup of coffee from home? And also, where do you have lunch? Well, we work downtown, and I know what lunches cost down. Well, maybe you could bring a sandwich. So that was the start right there. If we can decrease the amount of money that you're spending, it will automatically increase your income.
Okay, so let's say I'm doing that. I've cut back on my spending. So now where should I be looking? What should I be doing with that money that I'm saving?
Okay, well, let's take it another step further if I can. Is that then another suggestion was, where are you spending your money? And so I suggested, well, pull out your bank statement, pull out your credit card statement, and look down and see where that you're actually spending your money on a monthly basis. Then it takes it to the third step, which was, well, you know, we all have wants and we all have needs. The needs, let's take care of that. We know what that is. Electricity, you know, our homes, our payments for homes, our gasoline, food for the children, clothes, and all that. But on the other side, many of us want the big screen TV, want all the goodies, but yet that's the want side. So if you needed something, let's think more about the need side and not the want side. After looking this up, one of the thoughts was that $4 cup of coffee, that if we did that all year long, that's over $1,000 a year. That $7 lunch is $1,600 a year. So right there is two ways that a person could increase their income, $2,600. So that's what that is approaching. Now, you're saying if we save that money, the thing I would do, look at your credit card debt. If you have any credit card debt at all, take that money that you saved and get that thing paid off just as soon as you can.
Okay, so now I've done that. I've cut back on my spending. I've got my wants and needs taken care of and prioritized, and I've paid off my credit card debt, and now I've got some money that I want to invest. Where do I go?
Okay, I would suggest Oklahoma companies. We have 31 public companies in Oklahoma that have a market capitalization of $100 million or more. Many of them started right here in our own community. They were partnerships way years ago. They have done extremely well. I would suggest invest in something that you know. If you go to a restaurant in Oklahoma City that is a locally owned hamburger place, that is nationally known as public stock, and your kids and you eat there all the time, why not own some of that stock? If you pass certain energy companies up and down Western, why not own some of that stock? My point is, invest money in something you know, and we got some great Oklahoma companies to put money in.
And a lot of those companies, the share prices are at lows just because they've gotten beaten down along with the rest of the stock market.
You bet. What happened is that last year, the stock market just got killed, and there was no mercy in the market at all. It made no difference who you were because hedge funds were invested, they had to liquidate, and it was clear across the board. So a lot of these companies that are doing extremely well got beaten down way low, and I would suggest that Oklahomans take a look at them.
And you wouldn't mind if someone was going to invest in some Oklahoma companies if they came by Capital West Securities and opened an account, would
We
you?
would love to have them. They're always welcome. That's true.
That's good advice, Bob. Thank you very much for coming in and sharing that with us.
Okay.
We'll have you back sometime. We talk to Bob regularly in the Oklahoman. You see him in News OK, and you'll see a lot more about personal finance there as well. Thanks for joining us today.